looks like we're finally going to get our night ride in tonight, guys. Got a beautiful evening. It's about 75 degrees out tonight. We're going to ride around this place in the dark and see what happens and see what we can see. I really want to thank you guys for watching, and I'm glad you're enjoying the videos, so thank you. And let's listen to a little bit of nighttime before we get started. These frogs are going crazy tonight. I did bring the spotlight with us. One thing about it, this Mule has some really good lights on it. I'd have never thought I'd have been back here riding around at nighttime making a video for you guys. So definitely a new adventure. Shut that spotlight out for a second, guys. There's so many bugs in the cab here. I think they're trying to drive the Mule. That would definitely be an adventure, being out on a camping excursion, having enough room where you can get everything, get your camp set up, and then have one of these mules running around out road riding at night and different things like that. That'd be fun. So just moving around back here. Had a lot of rain the past 2 weeks too. Take a second here and listen to all this. Back up a little bit. I just hope we don't run across that woodpecker back here. I'm telling you, I think he's the size of a turkey now. He's getting bigger. Tell you, that's been one of my passions in life, is sitting next to a riverbank any place and catfishing sitting back, relaxing. I'll tell you, you get me next to water at nighttime, I really want a fishing pole. Something to be said about just sitting and waiting for that line to move around and land one of those big old catfish. Now that is a lot of fun. My biggest fish landed with rod and reel is 67 pounds. And I have missed fish using the same tackle and never turn their heads when I hook into them. Now you talk about something that has a lot of muscle on them. Those catfish can give you a fight. The 67 pounds, it took me 45 minutes to get it to the boat. In the memory of a lifetime. Now that being said, again, the best fish stories is always the ones that got away. You know they were big. Certainly don't want to have to dig that winch out tonight. There we go. We have had a lot of fun on this place. Wow. There's nobody down here to hold the spotlight. I don't know if we can get out of there or not. I ain't leaving the mule behind, I can tell you that. I'll be down here mowing this grass off for too. It is growing fast now. Let me get this spotlight set down and we'll see how far we can roll with this. Let's see. Got good traction. Let's see if we can get her up. Here the dog's catching us. Here we go. The dogs know there's not supposed to be anybody out here at nighttime. I do have some catfish in the pond. Now, like right here where I'm sitting, if we roll off the edge of this pond dam, and it honestly is right in front of the tires here, we're dropping straight into 18 feet of water. I pushed this pond in deep. Deeper water like that allows fish to winter better. Once that water gets down so cold, they need a little bit of depth in order to truly survive and thrive. So we didn't hit any rocks. The machine was running good, and down we went. Let's see if we can back down off here now and get turned around. Now, you talking about an adventure, mowing the side of this pond dam is something else. I mean, one of the reasons it's so steep like that is because I chose to push the pond in so deep. We're going to go up the new trail we just cleared out. Across this thing. This turned out really good too. Now, one thing about setting in the Mule, guys, or anything that has a windshield on it, at least you're not getting covered up by those doggone spider webs. Holy smokes. I can see them. And they get worse late in the fall. You can't walk through the woods anyplace unless you're carrying a 6-foot stick in front of you to knock them all down. You guys all know what I'm talking about there. You start wading out through the woods, and the next thing you know, it feels like you've got a rope around your neck. That oldest son of mine, of course he's 40 years old, but you want to see something that's funny, you let that young man walk into a spider web. Oh, that's comical. He always makes me go first. Where's the spotlight? Let me find that guy. It's dark in here too. Got it. Turn this on so I can see. There we go. Yeah, that young man walked in the spider web now, I'm telling you. If I ever catch that on video, we'll have something there. And I love my grandkids, but I will say, I miss my boys being at home too. Man, we used to have some fun. Them fellas keep the old man hopping. And that makes it worth it, guys. It'll pass before you know it. And I wouldn't trade my grandchildren for nothing in the world. But like I said, I do miss my boys being home. That's what makes everything an adventure. I mean, it's steady progression moving forward. And now my grandkids is getting old enough to where I can't keep up with them either. And I'm looking forward to it. I figure I've got about another year or so, and that grandson of mine will be able to mow the grass. That'll take one job away from Paw Paw. first, that normally doesn't last very long. You guys know how that goes too. It doesn't take long for the new to wear off of something. Telling you, you never know what you're going to see on this channel, and I hope that keeps you guys interested. And it is nice, I will tell you, it is nice to be able to walk out my door and do what I want to do. That really is nice. Fishing stories though, guys, I'm telling you, I've got plenty of those. Plenty of those. My brother-in-law, we were out one night in the boat. Let's get up here by the old pond so we can hear the frogs. I'll tell this story later. But my brother-in-law and I, we were out in the boat. We were catfishing. And we got to a spot in the bend of the river. And I told him, I said, well, throw that anchor out and we'll try right here. That's the first time he'd been night fishing with me in the boat. So he grabbed a hold of the anchor, and I seen him up there messing around with something. And I was holding spotlight and looking around the river. And I seen him throw the anchor loose. And he asked me, he said, should have that anchor rope been tied to something? I said, yeah, probably so. And what he was fiddling around with, he thought there was a knot in the rope, and he untied the anchor and threw the rope, anchor and all, in the river. So, long story short, we didn't fish in that spot. Well, I hope we had enough light for you guys to see something. And I hope this was an interesting video for you. And like I said, I get to laughing about things that we've done out fishing. I'm telling you, we've got a ton of stories. And just great memories. That's the way it is. And I wouldn't trade them for nothing. So I hope you guys liked the video. I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. See what else we can get into. Don't let your brother-in-law throw the anchor out of your boat.